Dee Char. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Welcome to the OhioRAAM Show.
Thank you, Dee Char, for that introduction. Dee is a blind person who stokes tandem. She matched up with Pamela Ferguson for the Tennessee Paracycling Championships. She went down there just to do a time trial. Pamela talked her into not only doing the time trial, but doing the criterium and the road race as well. And we're just delighted that worked out so very well. Thank you, Pamela, for the help you give. And I am Lee Kreider, the producer of the OhioRAAM Show, a show about cycling and ultracycling, and this is show number 199. The show comes from the good folks who operate the time stations for the Race Across America here in Ohio, time stations 41 in Oxford, Ohio, time station 42 in Blanchester, Ohio, and time station 43 in Chillicothe. We'll say more about those when we get closer to the Race Across America. As always, don't forget to check the show notes that are right below the video if you're watching on the website, or if you're watching on YouTube, you'll find those show notes in the description box below the video. There you will also find a way that you can follow the OhioRAAM Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And on the website, there's a place where you can sign up for email notifications.
Hi Lee, hi everyone. This is Maria Vasquez, host for the OhioRAAM Show, and today we head off to Denmark to talk to Elin Starup.
Well, we want to welcome Elin Starup to the OhioRAAM Show in Denmark. How are you doing today, Elin?
Hi, Lee. I'm fine, thank you.
Well, very good. And Maria, our show host, is supposed to be here, but she is in traffic somewhere, and so we're just going to go ahead. So we don't want to hold Elin up because it's already late in the evening there, and so we're just going to get on with this, Elin.
Thank you.
So, Elin, tell me all about yourself.
Well, I'm 43, a mother of 2 grown children. I'm an IT consultant, so I have a full-time job working with IT. Then I'm on my bike for 6 hours a day. I just work, bike, and sleep, barely.
Well, I guess that's the life, and if you could just get rid of the work thing, it would be great.
Oh, yeah, that would be amazing.
Well, I understand, Elin, that you're fairly new to serious cycling. You've been riding all your life, I understand, but you only took it up seriously recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I've just been biking for 2 years since I started biking on a daily basis, and I just had a couple of rides where I was like, oh, I'm quite good at this. I can do this. I want to do more. So in 2016, I started, and I did like 1,200 miles. And in 17, it just took off with nearly 9,000 miles during that year. And I've actually done, quite a bit of biking this year.
How did you qualify for the Race Across America?
Well, last year I heard about a new race here in Denmark called Race Around Denmark. It's a 1,000 miles race. When I heard about it, I knew I had to do that as the first female ever, and did the 1,000 miles in just under 4 days. So, and I knew that was my goal for 2019. That would be.
So you don't start small; you jump right into it, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's a feeling. You know when things are right. I'm not a fast biker, but I can stay on the bike for a long time.
So have you got your crew lined up, or are you still working on that?
I just need a chef for my team. Otherwise, I actually have a full team.
And I believe you will be the first solo woman racer from Denmark, perhaps all of Scandinavia, you know?
I'm the first Nordic solo racer, female.
Hi, Maria.
Haley, it is so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, and we're going to have you help me a little something here. This is Elin.
Hi, Elin. How are you?
Hi, Maria. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing good. I just finished a ride and unfortunately was caught up in traffic, so I apologize for my delay.
Right now, RAM is, of course, my goal for now. I'm all new to this ultra biking, so I've only done one race. That was a qualifying race for RAM. And so now I have an Ironman in 2 weeks here in Copenhagen.
Nice.
And and then I have the Race Across America for 2019. That's all I have in my schedule for now.
Well, I mean, that will keep you busy, probably training, so.
Oh, yeah, exactly. A lot of training. I just went through Europe for a summer vacation with everything on the bike, going from Munich to Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was an 800 miles ride. So that was great training. And actually, it was first time I were in the mountains. I only used a week to prepare the trip. So I was just gathering things, got a nice bag for the saddle, and just went ahead. Mm-hmm. I have been running for 8 years, and 2 years ago I bruised a couple of ribs, and it was hard for me to run. But I was in my best shape ever, so I was furious that if I couldn't do anything. I had an old racing bike in the garage. Actually, it's 20 years old, but I put on some new pedals and and a new chain, and I just hit the road with that bike, and I figured out quite fast that I can do this. I'm quite good at it. Yeah, so I just kept pedaling. I think I'm very happy to just finish within the time limit. I feel comfort. I can do that. I believe in that for sure. And I would just be happy.
You got the right attitude, girl.
With the finish of Race Around Denmark on the South Miles, I'm the Danish female solo rider with the longest ride.
That's awesome.
In an official ride.
Thank you, Elin, for joining us today. Thank you, Lee, for having me on the show.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elin, for being on the show. Thank you, Maria, for your hosting job. Do good. And we thank you who support the show and view the show. We appreciate you a great deal, particularly those of you who give us your support on the various social media. On our next show, we're heading over to Germany, where we're going to have Jamie Kelleher on the show. She is from the United States, but lives in Germany. She is an engineer for SRAAM. She is also an ultra cyclist. And on the show, we're going to finally bring on the person behind the scenes, Chuck Stiver, who's the videographer, driver, and general gopher whenever we are on the road. We appreciate him a lot, and it's time you saw him. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye, Maria.
Goodbye, Lee. Goodbye, everyone. See you in about 10 days.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.
Elin is how she pronounces it.
Elin.
Elin.
It's gonna come out the same way out of my mouth. So Elin.
As you might guess, Sabine, Maria has this lovely Puerto Rican accent, which I love dearly, but sometimes she just can't get her tongue around things. Of course, I can't get my tongue around some things either.